Today, we are talking about the brain virus that we get from the narcissist. Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever had it, experienced it? So what I mean by that is, so when I was married to my narcissist, we had just been married not too long, and we had gone to visit his parents, and he, after that, had made a comment to me saying, "Do you know you walk weird?" And never in my life had I ever been told I walked weird, never had been like worried that I was worried and self-conscious about a lot of things, but never anything about how I walked. And I was like, "What do you mean I walk weird?" He's like, "Yeah, even my mom said something about it." And I kid you not, this was decades ago. And I kid you not, until maybe a month ago, that was always in the back of my mind. Every time like I would see myself walk in front of like glass or a mirror or whatever, it was always in the back of my mind, do I walk weird? And about a month ago, I realized, wait a second. First of all, she probably never said that. And because who would just come up to somebody and be like, "Oh, you know your new wife? She walks weird," right? And his mom was super nice. I don't know how she turned out with a kid like, actually. We all know it's not the mom, right? Always, or the dad, or any reason why somebody turns out to be a narcissist. So I shouldn't say that, but she was a wonderful person. And so I feel bad that she has the son that she has anyway. But it was something that for decades had lived in the back of my mind as a way to erode my confidence, to make me self-conscious, to make me try to feel and be smaller than the me I really wanted to be, because I was always so self-conscious in my mind. Oh my gosh, so if I walk weird, what's some other things that maybe other people think that I'm not aware of? That is the brain virus. That is the thing that the narcissist does, plants a seed in our minds that just takes hold and just like a virus just spreads, right? And not only I am certain his mom did not say anything about how I walked. I don't think I walk weird, but it was something that he could say that would take me off my game, that would make me feel smaller. And I know that that was exactly his purpose. And it wasn't until about a month ago that I kind of put the pieces together, because if you've been on a healing journey for any amount of time, you know that there are things that will pop up even years later where you'll be like, "Oh, that's what that was," right? So that's the brain virus. They plant these things, these seeds of doubt, these little passive things, right? Where it's just like, "Oh yeah, we're going to do this errand, and we're going to stop here, and we'll do this. And do you know you walk weird? And oh, okay, when we get there, we're going to do this, and da-da-da." And it's nothing that really gets talked about, but it's a virus that gets planted in your mind that makes you smaller, question, self-conscious, wonder, all the things. And you don't process through it because it feels embarrassing. It feels uncomfortable. You just kind of want to be like, ha ha ha, and let it go, right? Because, if you're with a narcissist, you can't press for more information, because you'll just get into more trouble. And so I wanted to ask you guys, have you ever had that brain virus that was planted by the narcissist? Because it was planted intentionally, right? And you know that it's not true. And even if it's true, even if I do walk weird, I don't walk weird enough for even me to notice it, let alone for anybody else over my, however 51 years of living to ever say anything about it. It doesn't impact my daily life. It doesn't make me have to wear different clothes or shoes or avoid sidewalks or anything, right? So it's not true. And it's just an evil way that they exist, and an evil way that they use to mess with us long beyond when they're out of our lives. So I want you to do some thinking. Have you ever had the brain virus? And when you realize oh my gosh, yeah, I've been believing this because of the narcissist, ask yourself, is it true? And have you had any other reason to believe that it's true or that it negatively impacts your life or relationships that you have with other people? So if you're willing to share, I would love to hear in the comments like what your experience has been with this brain virus. So because once you start to recognize it, that's the treatment for it, right? Talking back to this brain virus is the treatment for getting it to go away. So let me know your thoughts if you've experienced this and what has worked for you to get rid of the brain virus.